As the United States continues its back and forth conflict with Iran, there are people who live in both worlds watching it very closely.
That includes a man who has lived the last 25 years in the Triad, who is both thankful for his new country and fearful about what is happening in the land of his birth, as you'll see in tonight's Buckley Report.
First came theocracy, then came war. And by the mid-1980s, Radi Akbari had a decision to make.
So I had choices. One choice was to toughen up and go to the military and hope for the best. Or the other choice was to find a way out of Iran. And I took the second choice.
The Iran Radi Akbari was born into in the 1970s was far different than the one the Islamic Revolution brought down upon it 10 years later.
Halfway up, I stopped for just a second, turned around, and looked back at the terminal. At Tehran, at the dark outline of the city, I'd never really imagined leaving until this year.
In a new memoir, he writes about the night that he boarded a plane out of Tehran and hesitated on the steps.
My father noticed, he turned back. "Come on," he said softly, "keep moving." I nodded and kept climbing. As I climbed the steps, I quietly named every person close to my heart: my mother, my father, sisters, and friends. My lips were moving as I repeated each name and promised, "I'll see you again." And to this day, when I read that, I get teary-eyed.
That reunion took more than a decade and immense sacrifice, the majority of which fell on his parents' shoulders.
Imagine you are letting your 16-year-old boy on a plane by himself and sending him not just to another town or another school, you're sending him to an unknown world, somewhere where you don't even speak that language and the culture is different.
Something Roddy quickly figured out when his uncle picked him up at the Charlotte airport.
My image of United States was New York, LA, Hollywood. And I'm coming out of the airport and we're driving around and I said, this is not the America that I had imagined. It looks like I'm driving down the country roads here. Where is New York? Where is LA?
What there was opportunity. Roddy got an education, built a business, and taught college courses, building a true American immigrant story.
At the end of the day, there are obstacles. Gosh knows there are so many obstacles. But I believe that America will give you a chance, and definitely has given me a chance.
But as Roddy built a life in America, things continued to deteriorate back in his homeland.
But there's always been a tension with your homeland. And then this war breaks out. What did you think when you saw the first bombings?
I wake up every morning hoping that one of these bombs don't go sideways and hit my family's building. I mean, without trying to get in trouble, Bob, I will say that they're willing to suffer and tolerate bombs. Imagine that, just so the change will happen. This war must be successful now that it has started.
And by successful, I think we're saying an independent secular government has to be established in Iran.
Things must change. Yeah. If America ends this war prematurely, the future will not be great for our allies, for America, and Iranian people. I believe that a free Iran should be the goal now.
No matter what happens to Iran, Radi Akbari hopes that his story can inspire anyone who knows what it's like to struggle.
And I love this line at the end of the book. It says, and finally, to anyone reading this who have ever felt like giving up, I know that feeling. I have lived inside it. If this story offers anything, I hope it offers proof that path doesn't always look like progress while you are walking it. Sometimes you only understand it once you've made it through.
Even when a path appears to be nothing but struggle, one more step can sometimes bring you home. It's just that home may not be where you thought it was. Bob Buckley, Fox 8 News.
Now, he can't call his family members who are still in Iran, but they can call him and do about once every couple of weeks. Meantime, you can get his book called 5-9, A Journey from Iran to America, One Change, No Regrets. It's a bestseller in its section on Amazon right now, and he hopes one of the streaming services will turn it into a miniseries.